Well, I don't do updates very often, but today is a good day to do one because there's quite a few different things going on. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. But in the end, it's all turning out toward more videos, which I know I got some people probably upset that I haven't uploaded videos in a long time. But I'm going to explain some of why this has been going on. First of all, some bad news. This is mostly the reason that I haven't had any videos for a while. My Warrior is not running right now. I was riding it one day, and all of a sudden the thing just quit. It wouldn't start again, and then it looked like valve timing was off, but it was way off. It was about probably 100 degrees off by the looks of it. We're not sure what happened, but we think it sheared the woodruff key that holds the flywheel on, which has a magnet that spins by the stator plate and keeps the spark in time with the valve timing. So we think that key broke and the flywheel is turned, because if the flywheel moved, it would also make it look like valve timing is off, but I think it's the ignition timing. So anyway, I've got it somewhat apart here, and we're going to send it into a dealer to have them take the flywheel off for us. We're going to do the rest of the work ourselves. Now the rest is pretty much good news. One thing is there are going to be some Big Bear updates pretty soon. Just got some parts in today for it. So pretty soon I should be able to actually see if the thing will run on its own gas. I put the new carb on a few days ago, and the problem was that I had these parts before, but they were the wrong parts. They're for like a Kodiak 450 or something like that. And what I need now is the throttle cable and the choke cable. But those two cables are both really short, so short that I couldn't even use them to try it out. And here's some news that I'm sure everybody will appreciate, and I'm pretty excited about this. This area before had some trees and weeds and stuff in the way, but now this is going to be a trail. And this area, which I just cleared a couple days ago, there was a bunch of stuff here and some trees and stuff around, weeds and whatnot. I got this area cleared, and except for this hole back here, which is not really much of a hole, but I'll just have to smooth this out. Except for that, this area is ready to have a four-wheeler jump put in. And it's just really not the same riding a four-wheeler without a jump, is it? Now, even though this jump is going to be a slower jump, it doesn't really matter. It's going to get me at least as much air as the old one, because it's going to be a different shape. The old jump was made for going over it really fast and seeing how far you could go. This one is just going to be made purely for air with a low speed. So this one's not going to be quite so gradual of an incline. And I'm really glad that this one is on the property that we own here. We actually don't own much property here, but I don't know how many of you know this, but the old jump was torn down because I built it in the ditch. That stop ahead sign, that's where my old jump was. And some county workers came and tore it down before the winter. So, which was kind of weird because it wasn't even closer to the road than that sign, and obviously the plow wouldn't have to hit that sign, so I don't know why they bothered, but it might have been easier for them to put the sign in that way. So anyway, this is the road where I do a lot of my stuff. Once I find some dirt, I should be able to start making the new jump, and it won't take me long to make it. And more good news. The Raptor runs and drives again. I don't know how many of you know about this, but I was driving it about a week ago, and I was going pretty fast, and then I shifted up a gear, and it didn't seem to make it go any faster. And then I just kept slowing down, but the motor was still running and going fast. And when I stopped, there was a big trail of oil behind it, about 80 feet long, and a big puddle underneath. And what had happened was the front sprocket fell off. Somebody didn't put it on right before I bought it, and it came onto the threads of the shaft that it's on instead of the splines. And so the motor was going around and turning that, but then the sprocket fell off, and that shaft went inside the motor, getting the seals out of line and letting a bunch of oil out by the sprocket. But anyway, we bought a new nut and washer, and so now it's back on the right way.